Hey Sagittarius, I'm Lindsay from Lindsay with Love, and I hope you're having an amazing day. I'm an energy coach teaching you how to get clear on what it is you desire, how to release the energy blockages that are holding you back in life, and how to raise your vibration so you can actually use the laws of the universe, like the law of attraction and others, to your full advantage. You can heal yourself from health concerns, release debt and financial struggles from your life, release crappy relationships or unloyal people from your life. You can also manifest the car that you desire, the home you desire, the partner of your dreams. Anything you desire, you can manifest. You are the creator of your life. You just need to know how, right? So if you're interested in doing that, I do have a 6-session program where you learn exactly the steps on how to raise your vibration, how the chakras work for your body, what they are, what they mean. So at any given moment in your life, you can go from low vibrational to high vibrational very quickly and begin to use the law of attraction to your full advantage. If you're interested in joining my program, you can click the link in the description box below. Okay, Sagittarius, so this message is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for mid-May 2022. It is a general message, so please take what resonates, leave the rest behind, and check out your rising sign and your moon sign for a little bit more of a comprehensive message for what's going on for the rest of May. Okay, so Sagittarius, when I was meditating on your energy, the word metamorphosis came up. Ooh, I like this. Okay, so let's see. When I write this out, I'm channeling from the guides and it's automatic writing. So I put the pen to paper and it just goes. Let's see what they had to say. A metamorphosis is taking place for you now, Sagittarius. It's likely you already sense or feel this to be true, whether on an energetic level or already happening in the physical. Change is the only constant, so do your best to embrace the new and improved you. Some of your relationships are likely to fall away or change a bit, but remember that growth doesn't have to be difficult. Rest when you need to, trust that you are divinely guided, and make sure to stay grounded at this time. It will all be okay. Well, short and sweet and to the point, Sagittarius, let's kind of digest and summarize a little bit. So, let's see. Change is the only constant. This is very true. Change is the only constant. We are ever changing. Our cells are changing at the cellular level right now, which is mean our physical body is changing. The environment around us is always changing. This is nature. This is how the universe works and evolves and continuously grows and evolves, right? So it can be scary though, right? Change can be a little bit difficult sometimes. There is a moment of like uncomfortable. Maybe you're moving from like a certain location to a new one and you have to meet new friends, or maybe you're going from one job to the next. Even things that are really exciting for you can be uncomfortable. For example, you drive kind of just a normal car now and you're getting like the fancy sports car. And even though that's such an exciting change, it still can be a little bit like, oh, do I deserve this? Oh my gosh, what are people gonna think about me now? What if people wanna take advantage of me now, right? There are things that can happen, even though the change is exciting, that feel a little bit sticky or uncomfortable. So remember that, right? And embrace it. You do deserve all the good things happening to you. You do deserve to evolve. This is what we came here to do on this planet. So the more that you can kind of embrace it, breathe, right? Breathe in, belly full, let it out, will be helpful for you. And this is interesting. Some of your relationships are likely to fall away or change a bit. Okay, so this is very true, and this is something that I always tell my students when they sign up for my program. Because what happens is when you're changing, typically change is kind of climbing up the ladder, so to speak. Normally when you're changing, you're not changing for the worse, although some people do, but when we're thinking of change, we're thinking of change for the better, right? New and improved. And so what happens is a thing called resonance, and you're vibing up here really high. You changed, you went from here to here. Now you're going really high, but you still have family down here, friends down here, old college buddies you used to party with down here, and they never changed. They're staying down here. And what's gonna happen is when they're around you, you're buzzing so fast up here, they're kind of moving a little slower down here, and they're either going to have to energetically meet you at your higher vibration, or they're so uncomfortable down here and you're like, yeah, life is so good, and they're like, oh, let's just drink beer all day, and they're gonna have to fall away because there's no more like a vibrational match anymore, right? they're uncomfortable near you because you're changing and it's for the better, and it's your life is expanding. Maybe your material goods are expanding, your bank account is expanding, the cars you have, the job you have, the clothes you wear, whatever. Even your personality, how you carry yourself has changed, and they don't know what to do with you anymore. They're uncomfortable down here with you. And so some of the friends will go up with you, and I love that, because that's like, for me, that's like my A1s, right? It's like the people who started down here with me and are building with me, those are like my best friends. I love them. It's so cool to me. I love seeing growth in other people. I love that we're mirroring our growth, right? But sometimes they just have to go away because they don't know what to do with you anymore. You're no longer just like drinking beer every weekend. You want to go to the art museum, for example. I don't know, right? I'm making this up. But my point is, you're up here vibing, they're here. It's either going to be match or go away. So prepare yourself if you decide to join my program, or if you decide to learn on your own how to really clear out your chakras and clear out your energy system and raise your vibration. Just recognize that some people just aren't going to be a match for you, and that's okay, right? They served a purpose. You probably learned some things, you had some fun, whatever, and that's okay. That's the whole point of growth. Okay, so let's see. Rest when you need to. So this is very important. Energetically, like sometimes huge downloads of energy can come through, which will leave you very exhausted. Or as you raise your vibration, you almost might feel emotionally good, but also kind of drained at the same time, if that makes sense. So you're not sad, or you're not angry or depressed or anything, but you are just tired because your whole body is like almost like recalibrating to a higher place. Your whole body has like changed. And so when you feel that way, just rest. It's okay, right? We all need rest. We're human beings. That's kind of our nature. We need to rest, and rest fully, surrender to the rest. I talked about this in another video. It's very important when you feel tired to surrender to the rest, because if you're like, say you are like so exhausted you want to take a nap, but then you go lay down and you start reading an article about your job or a business or some new something, and your brain is still thinking about kind of a task or something you need to do later, you're not really giving your body the full chance to rest like it needs to in your mind. And so you're gonna kind of stay stuck in that tired space longer. When you can fully rest, fully surrender to the needs of your energetic field, you will bounce back much faster, and then you will be able to deliberately create from like intention of love, and life will be flowing much easier. If you rest like 50% rest, you're gonna come back to your computer or back to the task or whatever, and you're still gonna have confusion. There's still gonna be hurdles, whatever else, okay? So really resting and surrendering is very important. Trusting you're divinely guided. Trusting you're divinely guided is challenging, right? Trusting that the universe has your back, that source energy is guiding you, that God, creator, whatever you like to call universal energy, trusting that sometimes can be challenging in difficult situations. But the more that you can trust, and the more that you can kind of recognize like the synchronicities and be aware of how it's kind of all playing out for you in the best version for you, will be helpful, right? And then make sure to stay grounded. Yeah, grounding is always a great place to be. I ground every single morning. I ground after my clients. I ground when I'm in an uncomfortable social setting, or when I'm nervous or anxious about something. Grounding is the way to go. And you can ground in so many different ways. My favorite is to either do a quick meditation, visualizing the roots of my either sits bones or my feet if I'm standing, or sits bones if I'm sitting, from my root chakra down to Mother Earth's core. Breathing the energy up through my feet after I'm connected, right? My silvery strands went down to the core. Now I'm connected to the earth. When I breathe in, belly out, I'm pulling that energy up the back of my spine. I feel the energy moving. I land it at my crown. I allow it to build. And then when I wash it down, it goes down the front of me, washing my chakras and all the negative energy back into the core, right? And I do that a couple of rounds. I also like to just hold my garnet crystal. That's very soothing for me. It's like a sphere, kind of like a bumpy sphere, and I just love it. It's very grounding for me. You can also do kind of like some kind of I command to ground, almost like a prayer of sorts, or like a chant, and it goes like this: I command to ground into the 12D new earth. I command to ground into the crystalline core of the new earth. Please bring my crystals up to my feet. And if you do that and you have your eyes closed, you have your palms facing down, on your lap to ground. If you do that, you will feel a sensation kind of hit your feet if you're sitting. Or please bring my crystals up to my body if you're lying down or you're sitting, right? So these are different ways that you can ground, and really grounding is so beneficial for your health. When you're grounding, what you're doing is not only releasing the anxieties and all of that, but you're really connecting to Mother Earth's energy. And she is always, always going to support us and help us heal. You can walk outside barefoot, right, on the grass. Touch your palm to a tree, a live tree. Say thank you. Thank you, nature, for providing us oxygen, for providing us nutrients, food, water, all these things, right? Hold some gratitude in your heart. And when you're done, intuitively you'll know when the palm is ready to release, when the feet are ready to get off the ground, when you're ready to leave your meditation. When it's done, you will feel a sense of calm, peace, release of the anxiety, kind of a joy come through your heart, a bit of love, right? And it's really beautiful. All right, Sagittarius, so I'm excited for you. Congratulations on your metamorphosis. Change is always so beautiful. It can be scary, it can be difficult, but just try to stay as positive as you can and move through it nice and easy and as effortlessly as you can, right? And if you enjoyed this message, Sagittarius, please consider commenting, liking, subscribing, or sharing. It costs you nothing, and it really helps me reach a larger and larger audience. And what I would love to teach as many people as I can, that you already have the power within you to create the life that you desire. You just need to learn how to use your energy to its full advantage. All right. I also post messages like this every single month and mid-month, and I post weekly videos all about raising your vibe, all about energy healing, living toxic-free, living natural, living a happy, joyful, exciting, manifesting life, right? So I hope to see you all next week.